Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here on this wacky Wednesday with Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. Anthony, as in Sheree and Anthony, he's back in custody. And Kelly, as in Sean's baby mama, Sean's ex, Kelly, the mother of his six children, is she trying to start a food truck? Let's hop right into this. So, Anthony is currently back in custody. You guys may remember Anthony and Sheree. Well, he was arrested on Monday for violating a protection order. Okay. Sheree shared to her stories being physically abused by the person you thought loved you is fucked up within itself. But to find out that they're gay is just traumatizing. I'm speechless. I'm lost for words. I'm not okay. I'll never date a man in prison ever again. Yeah, she said that. It looks like we may have another Quaylon situation. So that's what's happening with Sheree and Anthony. So moving on, we have Montana Mills with his new video shoot and Moka Blast. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to say when I saw this picture of Mike and Justine with some fans, I didn't even recognize Mike or Justine. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but I think the weight that Justine gained with her pregnancies, Mike gained it double. Okay, he looks nothing like the dude that started, a couple of seasons back, the dude that walked out of prison with the keyboard on his shoulder. No. Okay, so like I said, they were doing a video shoot the other day. Now, his manager who appeared on the first season with him, that guy Moka Blast, the one that shot someone live on YouTube about a year and a half ago or so. Yeah, him. He was at the video shoot as well. So let me share some footage of it with you guys. And as you will see, Kylie was there and Mike's daughter Melody was there. So let me share this with you guys. I'm at the shoot. All right, what's the word? What's the word?
Here and there.
I waited 8 years for this, for a nigga to be back home. Philly fly boy. Life after lockup. My nigga Montana Millie. Shit Cole. My nigga Manny. My head of Merc. My head of Merc. I watch her grow up from a tot to the young woman she is right now. Look at look at the mark. It's a fire. Look, we got the queen, Juju right there. Look at her. Look at Juju. We got Kai. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with this shit. You know, we here. Secret location, undisclosed, baby. We got the barber. Oh, where's my? Oh, hey. Shit fire. I was telling you why.
Okay, so he looks like he's having tons of fun. Okay, shooting at Mike's video shoot. But like I said, about a year and a half ago, he was doing a live interview with Lord Lucan on YouTube, and for some reason, he felt the need to have a gun on his lap. I mean, we all do live interviews on YouTube with guns on our laps, don't we? And he was at his then girlfriend's house when her ex boyfriend burst into the backyard where he was holding his interview with Lord Lucan with a baseball bat and he turned around and shot him. So this is a tweet from um from Moka, dated December 22nd of last year, where he is tagging Elon Musk and saying that basically the shooting ruined his life and he lost everything in the process. Dude, at least you have your life. You didn't face any criminal charges, and yeah, it doesn't look like you lost everything in your life from what we just seen you at this video shoot with your buddy Montana Mills. So I have been investigating Mocha. Apparently, allegedly, he's a romance scammer. He has scammed a bunch of women out of thousands and thousands of dollars. So he even has a whole Facebook group, Victims of Lydell Birch, which is his real name. So the group actually shared this recently, and I want to share this with you guys. So this is an actual voice message from Mocha to one of his victims. Okay, so check this out.
To put it in my bank account and let me shoot it off for her. I have a $2 million policy. I would have easily just said something broken here, and I would have been able to pay you back your money. So that's why I wanted to shoot it through here, because I have hazard insurance and I have liability insurance. So I would have told them that one of our equipment, I would have got somebody with a board, S6 or whatever, and I would have destroyed it, took pictures, send it out, and that's how you're going to get your money back. But because the money is not there and it's
Are we talking about insurance fraud?
not showing from one LLC to the next, I can't even do that. So just know I always had your back, and right now I still got your back. All right. So don't think you're in this alone. I got you, and I'm never gonna fuck with Miss Jazz again. All right.
Yeah, so that's Mocha promising one of his victims that, he got her back. The person that he refers to as Miss Jazz in the audio message is this woman pictured here. Apparently, allegedly, she is one of his business associates. Um, the woman that Mocha asks, to borrow money from, and promises that they'll get it tenfold in the future. He has them send cash apps and Zells to this woman allegedly. The stuff is all in the Facebook group. So, yeah. And if you guys haven't checked out this interview that I did, I'm going to put the link in my description box. I speak to the admin of the Facebook group who was a good friend of Mocha's victim and two of the women that he scammed. So I'm going to put the link in my description box. Check it out. And I have a really good feeling that that's why Mocha is not on TV with Mike and never will be. So, I mean, why did the cops show up at his house? He posted this to his story. He thought it was funny as fuck, but why were the cops at his house? Asking for myself. So I'm moving on. Mikey and Chelsea. This is just a fucked up situation. Okay. Chelsea tried to get Mike in trouble with his PO. I mean, ugh. So anyway, Mike says, listen, I'm flattered by all the messages I'm getting, but considering what I'm going through, I don't want any kind of relationships right now, emotionally or sexually. I'm human and I need time to heal myself, so please respect that. And I'm happy to hear that from him because he doesn't need to jump into another relationship. Okay, so I've been speaking to Mike a lot. If you haven't checked out my Mike Exposes Chelsea video with exclusive video of Chelsea doing things that she shouldn't be doing, and my update interview with Mike, you really should. I'll put the links in my description box. So, moving on. Do not call Troy on Facebook. Okay? Marty Bynum. mind, body, and soul. Okay. The manifestation is real, but whatever you do not call Troy on Facebook. If I don't know you and you call me from social media, respectfully, you are getting blocked immediately. Hey, that's fair. Um, Sean's ex Kelly is looking into starting a food truck. You guys remember her, right? She's the mother of Sean's 6 children. Well, she posted this to Facebook the other day. Looking at starting a food truck. Would anyone be interested in pulled pork sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, potato pancakes, ribs, breakfast, and more? Just feelers out there to see if anyone is interested. Hey, I would love that kind of food truck. So then she posted a picture of a sample. Okay. Would you pay for this? Keep in mind, this is a sample. We'll be adding toppings and wanted to know what side ideas would you want with one. And yes, we will have much better buns, bigger, and brioche too. These are just what we had because we had forgotten to get. So now the comments. Okay. First someone says depends on the price, needs way better buns and slaw on top. Someone else says looks good and what did you make? Someone else says fuck no. Someone else, in all honesty, I would not. I agree with I agree the buns and maybe some slaw on top. And it all looks like something thrown together and nothing to catch the eye. So now the last comment says, I agree with a couple of the comments here. This looks like something my kid would get for school lunch. If you want to sell this, you definitely need to make a unique eating experience. Bun should be switched to something like a brioche bun at least, and then toppings. So then Kelly posted this and said, here are some newer pictures. And then the comments. Oh, the comments on Facebook. Kelly, get some sourdough bread and bigger buns with little side cups of baked beans. Best of luck in your food truck. Someone else says, I think it looks really tasty. Someone else says, looks good. There you go. Way better. Add more barbecue on the sandwich, and with the toasted bun, you're golden. Someone else says better. The last comment had me spitting out my drink. Looks like dog food from a can. So then Kelly shared this picture of brisket, I guess that she would be selling. Drop me a comment, you guys, and let me know what you think. Would you buy any of this from a food truck? Not even necessarily run by Kelly, but if these were the options on a food truck, would you buy it? Personally, it's a no for me. It's not very eye pleasing. You know, I guess I would have to taste the sample before I make a final decision, but just based on the visuals of the food, definitely a no for me. So Kelly's looking into doing this food truck. I guess her OnlyFans is not doing as great as well as she wants it to. So I wish her the best of luck on her new side hustle, whatever it may be. So speaking of hustles, Mandy and Maurice, okay, um, hmm, speaking of non-visually appealing food, yeah, Mandy's the queen of that, not for nothing. So, they have a GoFundMe out there. They want their fellow cast members to share it. One of them did. Um, Maurice explains what happened to him. Okay, it was his anniversary. Somebody bumped into him. He said, are you going to say excuse me? They said no and shot him 5 times. He wants this money, to help modify his car and his house and take the financial burden off of his wife, who is known as Moneybag Mandy on Instagram. Now, just in case you don't want to donate to the GoFundMe, she put up her Cash App. Okay. She who herself bragged that her nickname is Rubber Band Mandy. Okay. Maurice, whose wife is infamous for flashing stacks and stacks of money, is asking us for ours. Just let that process for a second. Now, I know it's all because her primary source of income has been pulled out from underneath her. The shoplifting laws in LA and California have changed drastically. And I guess she doesn't want to serve real prison time. So, she has to pivot with her main source of income. But, Rubber Band Mandy, don't ask us for our money. Okay? Please, girl. So, I really don't want to address this, but I'm just going to. Okay? I made a video about Deontay and his baby mama Addie and and her decision to become a cam girl. Okay? So, Deontay didn't like what I had to say, decided he was going to leave me a bunch of audio voice messages on my phone. We're not talking about DMs. We're not talking about on Instagram. Yes, Deontay has my phone number. He's had my phone number for years. Okay. A lot of the cast members have my phone numbers. They don't leave me audio messages after midnight. They know better. Okay. Anyway, so I did a video and I decided to post a sample of the shit that I have dealt with Deontay on Instagram. Tracy Trendy, who is a good colleague of mine, we talk, okay? We chit chat. She decided to do a video, okay? And there was comments in her video that Tracy and I replied to. So the comment basically said, "Nah, I don't see anything he did wrong. Content creators have to learn that you can't say whatever and expect folks not to say anything back. It don't work like that. If you can't take the heat, then stay out of the kitchen." Tracy responded, "True to an extent. Deontay has no right to be butthurt over someone reporting what he did. Plus, he has no right to call and leave endless crazy messages, especially after midnight. I could have been laying butt naked in bed with my husband, all he knows, okay? And he's leaving me a series of audio messages. If you haven't checked out my prior videos, they're all in there." So I replied back, "I guess you condone him leaving a series of, I said serious, of voice messages on their personal phone, not DMs, after midnight. And the language, would you like to be spoken to that way just because you are doing your job? If Deontay can't take the heat, stop acting a fool." Shaking my head. And that's the way that I feel. Just because I sit here and make videos does not give somebody the right to verbally abuse me. And this has been going on with Deontay for years. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, especially for Love After Lockup, you know what has been going on between Deontay and I for years. So, anyway, he just had to post these to his story. And he says, "I didn't plan on giving any of this mess any more of my attention or energy. However, when I see something that makes sense, it just makes sense. This is everything right here. Like, just because you did a TV show 5 years ago, that automatically disqualifies you from being able to post on your personal social media. I just want to say that change your social media name because you're still writing on the show that you appeared on 5 years ago. Deontay underscore love underscore after underscore lockup. Just saying. Anyway, that automatically disqualify you from being able to post on your personal social media or defend yourself when people are making outrageous accusations about you, especially when you've been doing nothing but minding yours. There's always a way to do your job, but when it's always the same people constantly choosing to report only negative things in order to antagonize you and entice people to harass you, and you reach your breaking point and enough becomes enough when you stand up for yourself, then you become the bully to a certain group of folks. Well, at what point is it bullying me? So you folks can talk down on me for years now, speak negatively about my unborn child, basically already wish me bad luck on a parent. I didn't do that, Deontay, and I never spoke down about your unborn child. So don't lump me in a category. Okay, dude? Anyway, constantly alleging things and spreading complete lies over and over again. And I'm supposed to just deal and be okay because they're doing their job. All right, you know something? I'm giving myself a headache just trying to read this. If you guys really want to hear the rest of Deontay, you could just pause and zoom in because it's so tiny. So he was just so happy to have somebody stand up for him in Tracy's comments. He went on another word salad rampage. Okay, I'm gonna fucking say it. So anyway, because Deontay got butthurt because I questioned his finances and why Addie felt the need that she had to be a webcam girl while she's pregnant. This has spiraled. It has spiraled into a snowball and has dragged so many people into it unnecessarily. Okay? I get it now. Addie wants to do this, and there is nothing Deontay could do to stop her. Hey, more power to her. And like she says, by us talking about her, we're promoting her, and more people are hitting her up, wanting her links. Hey, more power to you, Addie. Now, this section of the video, I am talking to you, Addie, and this is the one and only time I'm going to directly address you because you are 1 year younger than my son, and I don't feel right, okay, addressing you directly, but in this case, I feel like I need to. So, Lindsay was listening to Tracy's video, and in Tracy's video, she says that there is a hierarchy of Deontay's exes, and Lindsay will be always number one in the hierarchy. Lindsay's response to that statement, because I spoke to Lindsay, was these three embarrassed face emojis that you see here. Now, Addie shared it to her story, and she said, for someone who claims she is over her ex, it's weird that you're concerned about his new girlfriend. Lindsay, focus on your daughter. She's getting to the age that she is going to start following in her mother's footsteps, committing crimes. With your past, you have no room to talk about the next person. That's just meth up. Now, you know what's meth up, Addie? Number one, you having a 15-year-old girl's name in your mouth. Number two, saying that she is going to start committing a life of crimes, just like her mom. Number three, throwing her mom's past back in her face. Okay. And number four, if you would have watched Tracy's video, you would have understood what these embarrassed face emojis were for. Okay. She was brought up in Tracy's video. Someone sent it to her. She said, let me listen to this because they told her that she was mentioned in it, and that was her reaction. So that is messed up that you decided to lash out at Lindsay for no reason. And yes, Deontay, this all goes back to you. You know why? Because if you didn't get butthurt about my video and left me a whole bunch of messages, I would have never did my IG post, and there would have never been a Tracy video. Are you guys following me here? Okay, just saying. So, Miley Grace is 15 years old. She's a straight A, honor student, cheerleader, okay, living her best life. Her mom works 40 hours a week, full-time student, busting her ass to provide her daughter with a stable life so the 15-year-old could live her best life. So, in my opinion, it is meth up that you brought a 15-year-old into this just because your baby daddy got butthurt over a video. Just saying. Now, more power to you, girl. Okay? I'll promote you right here. Anybody wants a webcam? You can hit up Addie. She'll give you her links. Hey, more power to you. But I just want to say, you're going to be a mother. Just think about your choices and what you choose to do very, very carefully on how it may affect you in the future. Because it's not only you, it's going to be you and DJ. Okay? Now, I just want to say, I think it's time for me, speaking of giving free publicity, for me to publicize my good old Aunt Cam. Aunt Cam is the YouTube version of Ann Landers. She is the aunt of one of my 90-day watchers, and she's adorable. She is adorable AF, and she has great advice. So I think this segment is a great time, okay, to throw her out there. So go check out Ann Cam and subscribe to her if you haven't already. Okay. And before I wrap up this edition of Word on the Street, just a couple of miscellaneous updates. Tia from this current season says opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. I say that all the time. And Jamaica says, I love me a real badass woman, not the pretend ones that do it for the internet. I'm talking the ones that walk into a room and dominate it. The ones that been through some shit and it didn't break them. You don't need validation from anybody because you know exactly who the fuck you are. The ones that have females envious and sick to their stomach for nothing more than being themselves. Trying to figure out why people fuck with you the way you do. The women don't put the women who don't put other women down to feel superior. You know, the ones who give grace because it's been plenty of times where they needed it. I just want y'all to know it never goes unnoticed. And baby, we are the coldest. Yeah, I like those kind of women too. The ones that uplift each other and not try to tear each other apart. Yeah, it's pretty messed up when they try to tear each other apart. So we have a flashback picture of True, a flashback picture of Bianca, and currently Melissa flashing that engagement ring. Hey, I would fucking flash that ring every chance I get to. So I just want to say, I would like to cancel my subscription to 2025. I've experienced the 14-day trial. It fucking sucks. Day 15 is not any better. But thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button. Share my video with a friend or 10. Please consider joining my membership. And if you haven't checked out my interview with Kate from this season of Love During Lockup, please do. See you next time. Bye, everybody.